We start with the 1 hour chart. We want to see how we can look for trade. Okay. First of all, we prefer to start with the higher time frame because based on daily 1 hour chart, the only thing is we want to see how we can put this two relative to each other. All right. And first we start with daily chart. Okay. As we can see, based on daily chart, the price broke the previous top, and now we see we have a divergence. Can we expect the price to drop? I don't think the price is going to reverse. The price is not going to reverse. Okay, we can look for continuation, but the only thing is if we want to trade, we should be aware either from here or higher we can expect to get a correction. Okay, because the possibility we put this one in relative of this is not we cannot put, because first of all in terms of the length they are not matched, and second, even if you want to look for this as a running flat is really long. Okay, that's why may we get a correction. This is the only things, whether either from here or the price move higher, this is the only things we need to bear in mind, similar to what we get here, because almost the price is at the top. Okay, anyway, still we're looking for continuation. In this case I move to forward chart. You want to see what we have based on forward chart, and based on forward chart we don't have any trade setup yet. The only thing says we want to see how we can look at this part. All right, in this case, and if we move to MACD, doesn't show the divergence, but we get the divergence from here. All right, anyway, we move to lower time frame. We want to see how we can look for trade. And the only thing is, based on lower time frame, since we see that we had a divergence, the prices drop, and the only way we can look for trade if there is a continuation from here, and if like we can look for buy. And having entry above this is not a good idea. What I expect, if this one tend to a deeper correction, I prefer. I mean, is it better, and I think it can give us a better opportunity to look for buy. Because from what I can see, if I put this one, if we wants to put these two in relative to each other, they are not really matched. That's why if we wants to look for flat, we expect the best option is we get one more drop. Okay, but the only question is this one was really sharp. Can we expect this one to have internal correction? Okay, that's why if we wants to look for trade, we cannot confirm whether this is the start of the up move or we can get one more drop. All right, then how we can look for trade? For me, if I wants to look for trade, the best things I will wait for the breakout of this, and if lag and correction from there, I will take the trade if the price continue from here. Okay, but if this one turns to a corrective move, I just let it go. I won't look for sell. I wait for the next drop. Then from there we look for reversal. Why we don't want to buy at this range? Because as we can see, the price based on higher time frames at the top already. From now, any trade if we want to look for, we need to be really careful. And mostly we won't be able to get a really good trade setup based on 1 hour chart unless we trade based on lower time frame. If anyone wants to look for trade based on lower time frame for buy, maybe they can look for trade within this range. But based on 1 hour chart, we prefer to wait for the breakout. And the best option, if we get one more drop, then we can look at this one as a flat. Okay, again, as I say, it doesn't mean the price cannot continue. The only thing is how we can look for trade, how we can get the confirmation for the next move. And since we know the price, as I mentioned, based on daily chart, almost we are at the top. Even if we move, this is what I want to see. I want to highlight. How about if I move to monthly chart? From what we have, almost the price is at the top. That's why from now, if we want to look for buy, we need to be quite careful. All right. Anyway, we don't have any trade setup and we want to see whether we can get one more drop. In this case, we just follow the chart. If I see any update, I will share. Thanks.